ago, we had an image uploaded to Slashleaks of a Galaxy Note 10 battery showing us a capacity of 4,500 mAh. We've also had a few cryptic tweets from Ice Universe saying that the battery capacity and charging speeds will no longer be Samsung's weakness or even advantages. Of course, Samsung recently released their S10 5G model, which does support 25-watt fast charging, so it was pretty much assumed that the Note 10 will have 25-watt or higher. According to Forbes, the device is actually going to support 50-watt fast charging, and this would make sense of Ice Universe's tweet. Currently, Samsung phones are a little behind in charge power. We've got the S10 with 15 watt and the S10 5G at 25, but if we look at what other companies are doing, we've got OnePlus Warp Charge at 30 watts, Oppo have their Super VOOC charge with 50 watts, and Xiaomi are actually working on a prototype of a 100 watt fast charge. Now, I think the main reason behind all this is that Samsung have been cautious since the Note 7, but it looks like they're picking things back up. Samsung also just revealed their Bright GW1 64 megapixel mobile sensor. Many phones this year are using Sony's 48 megapixel, but Samsung claim that their new 64 megapixel sensor will be able to capture more light than the Sony. The Samsung sensor uses tetracell technology, combining 4 pixels into one that allows it to capture high quality images regardless of lighting conditions. Because of this, many are now speculating that this sensor is going to be inside the Note 10 Pro, but I don't think that's going to happen. The sensor will be going into mass production in the second half of the year, and most likely too late to make it into the Note. We also had a tweet from Ice Universe today saying, to be sure, Samsung Note 10 will not use the 64 megapixel CMOS. We have had leaks in the past to say that Samsung will be increasing the size of the main sensor in the Galaxy Note 10, so my guess is that they may go with the 48 megapixel Sony. With the likes of OnePlus and Huawei upgrading to these, it's becoming a very competitive area. The Note 10 is going to be launched in mid-August, so only a few months until all the details are revealed, but what we do know so far is that there will be 4 versions of the Note this time round. We've got 2 Note 10s and 2 Note 10 Pros for 5G and non-5G. The Pro will reportedly have a huge 6.75-inch display, while the smaller model will have a 6.28-inch. They're most likely going to continue with the punch-hole camera given the success of the S10 range. The Pro will have 4 cameras on the rear. While we're unsure of what the primary sensor is going to be, it's likely going to be paired with a 12 megapixel telephoto, a 16 megapixel wide angle and a time of flight sensor, but the non-Pro version will not have the time of flight sensor as it only has 3 cameras. It's going to be powered by the Snapdragon 855 in North America and probably the Exynos 9820 globally, although there are rumours of an Exynos 9825. We of course have the 4,500 mAh battery for the Pro, which should support 50-watt fast charge, but no details on the smaller model's battery just yet. It will of course be running One UI, come with the much loved S Pen, and will most likely keep the 3.5mm headphone jack, as Samsung haven't let us down here. They generally make their phones IP68 water resistant, so we can expect that too. All in all, the Galaxy Note 10 is set to be an incredible device, and it has to be really, considering there's so much competition right now. If any more news comes to light, I'll share with you guys straight away, but as always, I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. Are you looking to buy a Note 10, or what other device are you waiting for this year? But thank you for